you get a victory, could you see an Ellis Ennis fight where we could determine who's going to be the future?
What's going on, you guys? So we had the Tank Davis, Hector Luis Garcia press conference today. Pay-per-view card, stacked card. The first big card of 2023. Hit that like button for your boy. We on Bushido Boxing TV. But Tank Davis, real quick before I talk about what the title of the video is about. Tank Davis said that Hector Luis Garcia is a more skilled fighter than Ryan Garcia. This is what your boy Bushido said months ago when we heard about this fight getting announced. Right? He said that he believed that Hector Luis is more skilled than Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis said that he's coming for everybody, basically, right? But moving forward, John Boots Ennis got a fight with the guy, Karen. I forgot his last name, from Ukraine. He is fighting for the IBF interim title, right? But then they say Rashidi Ellis is also fighting for the IBF interim, which means that they're likely going to be fighting each other. So something jumped off at the press conference. And yeah, Speedy Rashidi and Boots Ennis is on the horizon. So we can look forward to seeing them two guys mix it up. However, this is a smart move by whoever the powers that be to make this move happen, to keep Jerron Boots Ennis from beating Spence on PBC. Yeah, that's right. How did this happen? Last we heard, right, it was 120 days of Spence got to vacate the belt. So if they're trying to make a fight between Speedy Rashidi and Boots Ennis, I mean, they was going back and forth, right? Boots Ennis said, well, you had plenty of opportunities to take the fight before. What happened? You didn't want the smoke. Speedy Rashidi said, well, the money wasn't right. He said, we gave you double. He said, well, that double wasn't enough. So looking like the IBF stepping in. Now both guys are IBF interns. Something crazy. I don't know, right? This is what the boxing politics is. This is what they do. So now them two guys are going at it to distract you from the fact that John Boots Ennis is really next in line to fight Errol Spence Jr. So what this does is prolongs the inevitable for Errol Spence Jr. John Boots Ennis said that he's going to make Errol Spence Jr. squirm, squeal like a fish out of water. He's going to have him on the ground like Deontay Wilder knocked out that dude. I don't even know the guy's name, but you know what I'm talking about. He going to have him like that. That's what Boots said about Spence. And it's very familiar because this is what was happening to Keith One-Time Thurman once upon a time, back when Spence was that young fighter looking for his IBF shot. And now the shoes is on the other foot. But the energy from the boxing community isn't the same. Those guys got destroyed. The Kell Brooks stalling the fight out, doing what he was doing, whatever he was doing, right? Keith One-Time Thurman. But let's be honest about Keith. He really didn't want no smoke with Errol Spence. But now it's looking like Errol Spence don't want no smoke because the politics of boxing is making its moves. How did this happen? Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, John Boots Ennis has been really, really pressing the issue on Errol Spence. The Rashidi Ellis is a pseudo distraction from his original task, which was going after Errol, the true big fish, Spence Jr. So here on one end, you say Crawford said he's going to fish fry him, fillet him. And then Boots Ennis said he going to have him looking like a fish out of water. Squealing, squirming. Where's the big fish at? Say something, bruh. Nah, you ain't gonna hear nothing from him, bro. It's the same thing with Keith Thurman. Accidents. Long periods of inactivity. It was 120 days of vacate. Fight John Boots Ennis after this next fight, whatever it's gonna be. Or after Boots Ennis fight, he got 120 days to make something happen. This is what the team Bozy Ennis was saying. And now we have a detour with Rashidi Ellis. I mean, let's be honest, it's a great fight. And whoever wins that fight will be the next guy in line to fight the IBF, or they would likely be fighting for a vacant belt. If Errol Spence decides to move up or whatever he's going to do, they likely will drop the belt. Don't be surprised if Spence drops that IBF belt if things don't go to plan. This is why the best case scenario for Errol Spence is Terrence Bud Crawford. However, that's not the best case scenario for business. Bud is still bad for business. Why? Because Al can't get Bud to sign. Bud is not going to sign with Al Heyman. They're very weary of PBC. He don't want to sign with those guys. But Al Heyman don't want to lose big on Crawford beating Spence. Let's be honest. Crawford could beat Spence, and that'll be a huge loss for PBC. That's not what they want. That's not what they want to see. So the best case scenario for Errol Spence Jr., Keith Thurman is just a distraction. Great, I like the fight personally, but let's be honest, it's a distraction, man. Terrence Crawford's the fight. It was supposed to be Boots Ennis, but now it's gonna be looking like it's gonna be Boots versus Speedy. But John Boots Ennis is putting the pressure on Errol Spence Jr. Where's Errol Spence? Where's Errol Spence? Yo, hey, Errol, where you at, man? Hey, Errol. Hey, Errol. Where you at, bro? Where you at, man? Say something, bro. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.